Bookshelves knocked over, bruises and bites on teachers' arms, and laptops smashed. Teachers across the state are losing control of their classrooms, and we thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Matt Templeman.
And I'm Renee McCullough. KEZI 9 News reporter Madison Glassman took a deeper look into what many are calling a crisis, sitting down with teachers, students, and school officials. And she's live in the studio tonight for her special report, Classroom Chaos. Madison.
Matt, Renee, my investigation into this topic started with this, a crisis of disrupted learning. This is a 24-page document released by the Oregon Education Association, and teachers tell me behavioral problems in the classroom have gotten progressively worse over the last 5 years. They tell me they're tired of sticking a Band-Aid on the wounds, both literally and figuratively, waiting for it to get better. They say schools, districts, and the state need to act fast. Every day, millions of students gear up, grab their lunchbox, and head out the door. But when the school bell rings, teachers are preparing for battle.
They're turning over tables,
smashing computers, running around the classroom, tearing down displays.
Classrooms all over the state, including right here in Eugene, are in chaos.
Kids always threw pencils out of the windows.
EDYN Strickland tells me he used to go to Hamlin Middle School in Springfield, but his parents yanked him out because he couldn't focus from all the distractions.
I walked out of the classroom having to call my parents every day because I didn't feel comfortable being in the classroom.
We have almost 30 bodies in our classroom. When you have almost half of those kids in crisis and interrupting the lessons for the day, that's a challenge.
And it's not just a problem in Springfield. KEZI obtained documents from the 4J school district that shows injuries teachers experienced from students. Some of them include being kicked, hit, and punched by a student who was stabbing another student with a stick, and being punched in the jaw by a student. And those are just 2 incidents, but those documents show injuries are happening about 10 times each month. I also asked the district for records of room clears, which are situations when every student is removed from the classroom because one or more is having a meltdown. They said the state currently does not keep track of these clears.
We would remove everybody else to prevent anything further from happening.
Why not just remove the 1 or 2, however many students that are being disrupted instead of the entire?
Great question.
As opposed to the entire class?
If they won't leave, we cannot physically move them.
We also reached out to the Bethel School District for records and have not heard back. So what happened to the golden rule, and why is this happening now?
We're seeing increased social problems, homelessness, poverty. We're getting students who have increased needs, and at the same time, because of 3 decades of disinvestment in Oregon schools, we don't have enough counselors, psychologists, social workers.
Class size is also on that list. The recommended class size, according to the Tennessee Project Star, is 18 students, but Oregon's most recent class size report showed classrooms have 56 students or more.
They act out because they don't know how to properly ask for the attention that they need. You know, like adults will say, I think I need to go see a counselor today, or I think I need to call my doctor. Kids don't know how to say that.
It's a cry for help and resources. In fact, the crisis has gotten so bad that the State Teachers Union released a 23-page document outlining the problem.
I really believe we need an additional adult, an educational assistant in each one of our K-3 school classes.
That's something Tad Shannon, the president of the Eugene Education Association, says the district is working to do, but these employees come with a price tag. Eugene School District recently met to discuss a $1 million budget to go to behavior support and mental health services. But school officials say that's not enough, and as for EDYN, he fears for the future.
If this is what's happening now, I don't want to know what's going to happen when I'm an adult and I raise kids of my own.
A generation of students in crisis, screaming out for help, waiting to be heard. In Eugene, I'm Madison Glassman, KEZI 9 News.
Republicans